Okay, today we are starting the new chapter, sound energy. This is the second last chapter. After this, we have one more chapter. First question: what is sound? Is already written energy. Sound is the form of energy which is produced by vibrations. Sound is produced by vibrations, and vibrations are also called waves. That means sound is the form of wave. Wave means like this, ups and downs are there. All sound cannot be heard by human being, normal human being. Normal human being can hear the sound whose frequency lies between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Normal human being can hear the sound whose frequency lies between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz only. Hertz is the unit for frequency. Frequency means number of vibrations in 1 second, or we can say one vibration is one wave. Number of waves in 1 second. That is called frequency. Frequency represents a number, means quantity, how many vibrations are there in 1 second, or how many waves are formed in 1 second. We can hear the sound only between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz of frequency. The sound less than 20 hertz also we cannot hear. Sound more than 20,000 hertz also cannot be heard by us. Just for information, the sound below 20 hertz is called infrasonic sound, and the sound above 20,000 hertz is called ultrasonic sound, or just ultrasonics. This range of frequency is called audio range. Audio range or range of audibility. We can only hear the sound between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. That's why vibrations produces sound, but all sounds are not audible to us. That means all vibrations will not produce audible sound to us, because there is the limit of audibility. We can only hear between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz frequency sound. So the details of this part you will be doing in the higher class 9 and all. So as per your reduced syllabus, you have to mainly learn about the three characteristics of sound. They are pitch, loudness and quality. So we will be in reduced syllabus. According to reduced syllabus, I will be discussing only about these three properties, main properties. Okay, first you have to learn what is called amplitude of sound, or amplitude. We say the maximum displacement in the either side of the mean position of the sound wave is called amplitude. The maximum displacement in the either side of the sound wave is called amplitude. In the diagram, amplitude we show like this. If this is a wave is disturbance, one vibration from here till here, one vibration we have. This maximum displacement, this displacement is called amplitude. This one is called amplitude. This dotted line is called amplitude. This dotted line is called amplitude. This height is called amplitude. This height is called amplitude. Maximum displacement in the either side of the mean position. Mean position is suppose 0 position. So this is called amplitude. And what is called frequency? Frequency means number of waves in 1 second. In the diagram which I have shown, how many waves are there? You can see one wave from here till here is one wave, and from here till here is another wave, like this. From here till here is one wave, from here till here is another wave. So there are two waves. And if I write the timing for this is time value is suppose given 2 seconds. For example, what is the time from here till here? Time is 2 seconds. That is written 0, or here is written 0.15, 1.0, 1.5, 2.0. Two waves timing is 2 seconds, or in other words 2 seconds has 2 waves. In 1 second how many waves are there? We use unitary method. 2 second has 2 waves, so 1 second will have how many waves? 2 divided by 2 waves, that is 1 wave. So this is called frequency. You can say frequency of this sound is 1 hertz, but it will not be audible to us. Why? Because our range is of frequency should be between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Frequency means how many waves are there in a given time. So this is called amplitude. And time period means the number of waves, number of time period means time taken to complete one wave. Time taken to complete one vibration or one wave is called time period. Okay. Now we have to mainly focus on characteristics of sound. Characteristics of sound. There are 3 characteristics of sound. So number one is called pitch. Number 2 is called loudness, and number 3 is called quality of sound. 3 characteristics. Pitch. What is pitch? Pitch means sharpness or shrillness of sound. Shrillness. We say it is the property of sound by which a sharper or a shriller sound can be distinguished from dull or flat sounds. If I say a sound is having higher pitch, that means the sharpness of the sound is more. The sound is sharper. If the pitch is low, that means the sharpness of the sound is low, or rather the sound is dull. We say that. Pitch is determined by frequency of sound. Pitch is determined by frequency of sound. More the frequency, more the pitch. Less the frequency, less the pitch. For example, 2 sound waves are shown like this. This is sound wave A, sound wave B. 2 sound waves are given. Which of the 2 sound waves has higher pitch, or in what respect the 2 sounds differ from each other? We see the frequencies are different. You can count like this frequency 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. And out here if you count 1, 2, 3, 4 for a given time. This is more number of times are there in a given time. That is more frequent, more frequency. So it will have higher pitch than this one. This sound will be sharper than this sound, or this sound will have higher pitch than this one. They will differ in terms of pitch. Normally boys and the girls' voice sound, when we compare, we find the girls' voice is having higher pitch, because their voice is generally or normally sharper than the boys' sound. So girls will have, the sound will have higher pitch than the boys' sound. Okay, this is how we can differentiate. That is called pitch. Pitch is actually sensation, feelings. It is called subjective property, but it is measured by or it is determined by the objective property called frequency. Frequency determines pitch. More the frequency, more the pitch, less the frequency, less the pitch of the sound. Pitch means sharpness or the shrillness. That is the meaning of pitch. Okay, now the second property of sound. Second property we have loudness. Loudness of sound. We sometimes feel that this sound is louder, this sound is softer. We say it is the characteristic of sound by which we can distinguish between a louder sound from softer ones or from the softer sounds. So this is also a sensation feeling, but loudness is determined by amplitude of the sound. More the amplitude, more the loudness, less the amplitude, less the loudness. For example, suppose two sounds are shown like this. This is sound A and sound B. In what respect the two sounds differ from each other? We can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4. Same number of times, means their frequencies are equal. That means they will have same pitch. But height is different, amplitude is different. This height is different. This is having higher amplitude, this is having lower amplitude. So higher the amplitude, more the loudness will be. I mean, this sound will be louder than this sound. We say that. The sound whose amplitude is more will be louder or will be more loud than the sound of lower amplitude. That means loudness depends upon amplitude, or amplitude determines loudness, whereas frequency determines pitch. Loudness is measured in terms of a unit called decibel. The unit for measuring loudness is unit of loudness. Unit of loudness is decibel. Decibel we denoted by dB, small dB. Unit of loudness is decibel. Normally the sound having the loudness level above 120 decibel is will cause noise pollution. That is quite dangerous, quite harmful. Noise pollution in cities and all. Sometimes the aeroplane lands or takes off in the airport, the sound of more than 120 decibel is generated, and that is harmful. That causes noise pollution. You have to have some idea about that. Loudness is measured in terms of decibel, whereas pitch is measured in terms of hertz. That is frequency, that is hertz. Okay. Now loudness depends on the factors affecting loudness. Factors affecting loudness. Number one, amplitude. Loudness is proportional to the square of the amplitude. We write that L means loudness and A means amplitude. Loudness is directly proportional to the square of the amplitude. More the amplitude, more the loudness. Less the amplitude, less the loudness. Number two, surface area. Number three, density of the medium. And number four, distance between source and the observer. Okay, loudness depends on these four factors: amplitude. If amplitude is doubled, how many times the loudness will increase? Loudness will not be doubled, rather loudness will increase by 2 square 2 square is there coming. So 2 square is how much? 4. The loudness will increase by 4 times. If the amplitude is increased by 3 times, how many times the loudness will increase? 3 square will say. 3 square is how much? 9. Then the loudness will increase by 9 times. It depends upon the surface area of the vibrating body. More the surface area, more the loudness. Less the surface area, less the loudness. We have drum of small size, drum of big size. Big drum will be producing louder sound, and the small one will be producing softer sound in comparison. We have got small sound box and big sound box. So depends upon the surface area, depends upon the density of the medium. More the density of the medium, more the loudness. Less the density of the medium, less the loudness. Distance between the source and the observer or the listener. If you are close to the source, the sound will be louder. If you are far away from the source, that means loudness will be less. That means it is inversely proportional. So you have to learn that loudness depends on these 4 factors. Amplitude, but how does it depend on amplitude? It is directly, this is a sign of directly proportional to the square of the amplitude. Directly proportional means when this increases, this will also increase, this decreases, this also decreases. But there is a square coming out here, so that is square you have to take in consideration or you have to keep in mind. If amplitude gets doubled, so loudness will be increasing by 4 times. Okay, that is the idea. Now the next part, third characteristic of sound is quality. Quality of sound, quality or timbre of sound, timbre. Quality or timbre. What is quality or timbre? We say it is the property of sound by which 2 sounds having same pitch and loudness are distinguished from each other. That quality, that property is called quality. Sometimes we may have 2 sounds having same pitch, same shape, same sharpness and the same loudness. Yet they are different. Still we are able to identify 2 different sounds. For example, one is playing guitar and one is playing piano same time, and the 2 sounds are having same loudness, same pitch. But we are able to make out that this is the sound of piano and this is the sound of guitar. Different instruments will have a different type of sound, a particular type of sound coming out. Different instruments will be coming out from it. That property by which we are able to distinguish between them is called quality or timbre. This depends upon the wave pattern or the waveforms produced by that instrument or that source. 2 persons may be singing a duet. 2 sounds may have same loudness, same pitch. Still you can find out that this is this man singing, this is that man singing. We can still be able to identify. So on the basis of which property of sounds? On the basis of quality. The 2 sounds will differ in quality. So the graph will, for that we show suppose one graph is coming like this pattern, wave pattern will be different. Other can have the wave patterns like this. You can see the frequency say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means pitch will be same. Height also same. Looking like this. Height is also same. That means amplitude same. That means loudness is also same. But the patterns are different. So they will differ in quality or timbre. The 2 sounds will have different quality. Every individual, every person's sound differ in quality from the others. Sometimes we don't see, the person whom we are familiar to, but yet if the person is talking or the person is speaking to someone, we are able to make out that who the person is talking. At home, there are so many family members and you are in different room or different place, but from once you hear the sound, you can find out that this person is speaking. On what basis we are able to identify? On the basis of quality of timber, because that particular man's sound will be having a particular pattern. Wave pattern will be a typical type, will be a particular one. So that means we have a different quality. Three properties are there. So which of these property we cannot change for an individual? We cannot change quality for long time. Some people they do mimicry and all, but that is still there will be some difference. Wave pattern still will be slightly different. It will not match 100%. Sound will not match 100%. So what property we cannot change to an individual? We say quality or timber, that we cannot change. We can change the pitch, we can change the loudness, but quality we cannot change. Sometimes two sounds may differ in both. It may differ in pitch as well as in loudness or in qualities at a time. For example, suppose they are showing you two sounds like this. One is over here and one is here, only it is shown like this. This is A, this is B. In what respect the two sounds A and B differ from each other? We see same frequency, frequencies are same. That means pitch is same, amplitude are different. This is less amplitude, this is more amplitude. We say they differ from each other in terms of loudness. Amplitude means loudness. Which sound will be louder, A or B? We say A will be louder than B. So that is how we distinguish. Sometimes the wave pattern may be different like this. Suppose out here it is given this way. Like this is given. In what respect the two sounds differ from? We see the frequency is same. That is, pitch will be the same. They will differ in loudness as well as in quality, because patterns are also different. So that you have to read the graph given and accordingly you can give comment. If you see that frequencies are different, they will differ in pitch. If you see that the frequencies are same but the amplitudes are different, that means loudness will be different, and the wave patterns are different, then the quality will also be different. Okay. So this much you have to know from the chapter sound energy as per the reduced syllabus. There are three properties of sound, and as I told you, sound is a form of energy produced by vibrations. And one thing you also to know that sound needs a material medium for its propagation. Sound cannot travel in vacuum. Sound needs a medium to travel. And sound travels fastest in solid, faster in liquid, and the slow or the slowest in gases. So about this all we have to study even in class 9. So class 9 you will be doing more details of this aspect. But just now you learned there are three properties of sound. They are pitch, loudness, and quality, and what factors they depend on. These factors depending upon that I discussed, and I showed you some graphs and all there. So this much is their syllabus from the chapter sound energy. This chapter is quite small and it has been reduced by the concepts, so now it becomes rather smaller. So this much is the portion we have to do in the chapter sound energy. Thank you. This chapter gets over. Thank you very much.